Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley Estes here at the Mount View Cottage, and today I have a fun video for you. It is a large family lifestyle video. We are getting ready to take our annual road trip. We travel about 2,000 miles from the southern states, southwestern states, up to the Pacific Northwest, and we have 6 kids and me and my husband, and so I'm going to show you how I pack for this road trip and how I pack our large family. We also drive a Sprinter van. It is not converted to be a camper. It's just simply a passenger van. And so I will also share some clips later in the video of how I pack all the things into our van. It is super convenient to have a Sprinter van because it has amazing storage in the back and under the seats. So I'm gonna take you along as I share with you how I pack our large family. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. If you wanna see more large family content like this, please let me know in the comments. All right, I have everything out in our living room right now. This is about 24 hours before we leave for our trip. And I am gonna show you how I've packed my husband and I, as well as our 6 kids. First up are my girls. So I have 2 daughters. They are ages 11 and 8. And I have packed them together in this suitcase. So the way that we do this is our trip is about 2 weeks, but we're not gonna pack 2 weeks worth of clothing because that is just too much to take. So I have packed about 5 outfits each for my girls, their underwear and their socks here. We have some swimming suits here, and then I have packed all of their church shoes, including my boys' church shoes, in this compartment because I did not need to utilize this compartment for my girls' clothing. So that is how I've packed all my girls. I have folded their clothes up so that they fit in the suitcase like this. I've also packed each outfit together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They can see their outfits, and then they each have a set of pajamas. And then it's always super helpful to have one of these for when we pack so nothing falls out when we open it back up. And this is my girls' suitcase. Pretty simple. And it's not a very big suitcase. This is like a carry-on suitcase, and it works for both of my girls. Next up, we have all 4 of my boys. This is a suitcase that's a little bit larger than a carry-on. So I have twin boys that are 13, and then I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. So this is all of my 6-year-old's outfits, and this is all of my 2-year-old's outfits. Once again, I've packed outfits together so that it's easy to find all the things that I'm looking for when we stop. We will be traveling in the car for 2 days because it's such a long destination. So we will be pulling these things in and out of our van throughout our travels. But for my 2-year-old, I will pack a pair of pajamas for every single day because he is a baby in a diaper, and it's just more sanitary for him for me to pack him a new pair of pajamas every single night. So you can see he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pajamas here, whereas my 6-year-old, my 13-year-old, and my daughters just have 1 pair of pajamas. So that is the 2-year-old and the 6-year-old, once again packed by outfits. And then I have all of my boys' swimsuits over here, as well as the 2- and 6-year-old socks and their underwear. So that is my younger boys. Okay, and then for my teens, I did the exact same thing. 5 outfits, as well as a pair of pajamas for each of them, their socks and their underwear. Once again, always packing outfits by their clothes by outfit. So when they come to get their clothes, they can just pull out a single outfit instead of messing up this whole thing, and it just makes it so much easier. I will keep this clipped while we travel so that everything doesn't fall out when we are at our destination. But this is 4 boys packed into 1 suitcase, and it's really not a humongous suitcase. So you can see that if you pack a certain way, you can really utilize the space super well and not have to have 20 suitcases, which is super nice. Next up, I will show you mine and my husband's suitcase. So we also share a suitcase, and once again, no different from my children. I pack by outfit. Here's a pair of pants that I washed and put in last minute, but all of my outfits are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have my undergarments, as well as I have some extra leggings and some just plain t-shirts. And I packed myself 2 pairs of pajamas and another just comfy, cozy shirt. I'm not as easygoing, I guess you could say, as my kids, and sometimes I'm, in the mood to wear something cute, and then other days I'm in the mood to wear more loungewear. So depending on what we're doing, we're gonna be at my mom's house, and so some days are just lounge days and I don't want to get all dressed up. So it's nice to have a variety. But as you can see, I still have some room here. I will put a pair of my shoes here. I'm only gonna pack 2 pairs of shoes for our trip. I'm gonna pack a pair of Birkenstocks and then a pair of hiking shoes because we will be hiking. I have all of my bras and underwear in this compartment. And then over here is my husband. He has his undergarments as well as his socks right here, and then all his outfits and his pajamas. He's a little simpler and will wear whatever I put in here pretty much. And so these are his clothes. As you can see, there is room in this space. I will put a bunch of our toiletries in this area, and that way when we go into the hotel and into my family's homes, once we get there, it won't be like all out in the car or anything like that. So this space will have our toiletries. I'm not packing our toiletries yet because obviously we need them one more night. And that concludes my husband and I's suitcase. This is a little bit bigger than the boys' suitcase, but it'll also hold a lot of our toiletries. Hanging over here, I have a garment bag, and inside this garment bag, we will be attending church while we're away. And so I have everybody's church clothes hanging in here. My husband's, my girls, and all 4 of my boys. And then there's also some pockets at the bottom of this garment bag, which I love. At the bottom of this garment bag, there are 2 pockets here. So I will put a pair of my husband's church shoes in here, as well as another pair of shoes here. So this is another easy way to pack some extra shoes. This bag can also be folded in half. It has handles on the top and the bottom, which makes it super convenient for traveling. So I will just hang this in the back of our van. There's a hook in the back of our van. So I will hang these just up. This will not go inside a suitcase. Next, I'm going to show you how I pack all the snacks and the food for our trip. Okay, I have 2 baskets full of snacks. This is a variety of things from granola bars to oatmeal cream pies to chocolate muffin bites, chips. There is like an entire array of things in here. The one thing that is key is when we are traveling with our 2-year-old is bribery food. I'm not against a good bribery food for a 2-year-old, so there are fruit snacks in there and other little snacks that he enjoys so that he can be easily bribed in the car when he's starting to have a hard time. So I have 2 of these baskets. These are soft baskets from Target. They're the Threshold brand, and these will actually fit under the seats. So there's the front passenger and driver seats, and then there's a bench behind that. I will sit, of course, in the passenger seat, and then I will store these under the bench right behind me, and that's where my little boys sit, so that I will have access to the snacks and I can pass them out as I need to. One of the keys for driving long distances with lots of kids is not stopping often. And so we have this cooler, which is just the drink cooler, full of all of our favorite drinks and sodas and things, so that we don't have to stop along the way. We do not ever purchase snacks at gas stations because I bring all the fun food in the car, and then I also bring healthy food and food like meals in the car, and drinks as well. So this I will fill up with ice the morning of, and it has a handle that it can be pulled on wheels. This will go in the back of our van, and then as we stop for gas, we can have access to this. I'm gonna show you inside. You can see it's full of water bottles and other juices and drinks and tea and different things that everybody likes. And then at the bottom, there's a ton of sodas as well. Okay, another thing I make sure all my kids have is a water bottle. I went ahead and splurged and got them all these Stanleys that have the flip top so that they will travel well and they will not spill in the car. I also like that they have these handles. Like I said, we're gonna hike, we're gonna do some paddle boarding, so having a handle for the kids to use is super nice. So each of my kids has their own little Stanley. And then another thing that's super helpful is each of my kids has, including me, has a bento lunchbox. So I will pack these the night before with an lunch in it, and this will be our lunch while we are traveling for 2 days. So I will pack extra sandwiches and lunch items in a separate cooler that's not the drink cooler to replenish these the second day of our travel, so my kids can eat lunch in the car whenever they're wanting to. I have things like Pop-Tarts and granola bars and protein shakes and things like that for breakfast. That way we do not have to stop for 2 of the meals. The way that we do meals while we're traveling on the road is we don't stop for breakfast or snacks or lunch. We eat in the car, and then once we get to our hotel or our destination for the night, we'll go out to eat. Usually we'll go somewhere like Olive Garden or Texas Roadhouse, somewhere my kids enjoy and me and my husband enjoy, and we'll have a nice meal once we're at our destination so it doesn't eat into any of our drive time. Okay, so I showed you all of the junk food that I'm bringing, but I'm also bringing a lot of healthy food too. So my husband and I will both eat one of these salads each day for our lunch. These are the Santa Fe chicken style salads. I got these at Costco. I also got these at Costco. These are the cheese fruit nut packs. So my kids and my husband and I all have access to these in the food cooler. I also purchased a vegetable tray. So I will use a lot of these vegetables to fill up my kids' lunch boxes. And then I'll just leave extra baggies of what's left over in the food cooler so that we have access to good healthy foods while we're on the road. Another cool find that I found at Costco this year was these fully cooked chicken breast bites. These have 24 grams of protein. I think that it's super important to have high protein meals while we're driving and in the car to keep us awake and healthy. And so these little chicken pre-portioned chicken bites are such a good idea. So these will be coming with us. I also have things like grapes and strawberries and blueberries that I will put in containers in our food cooler so that we have those kinds of things as well. I also have some Baby Bell cheeses and some guacamole so that we can dip stuff into guacamole. But that is how I pack all of our food. So all of the food will go in the car, obviously. The drink cooler will go in the back. The food cooler goes in the front where the snacks are, so we have access to it throughout the drive. Another thing that we bring on every road trip, let me grab it. Pistachios. Pistachios are one thing that all of my family loves, so we always have some pistachios on hand. And now I'm gonna show you how I pack some of our toiletry items. This bag has all of my kids' medication. So I have packed, things like children's ibuprofen, children's cough medicine, Dramamine for motion sickness, ibuprofen, and then they all have their prescription medications that they take in here as well. I like to put it in one convenient bag. I will put this, I have a slot under my passenger seat. I will put this under the passenger seat. It's not easily accessed by children. They would really have to dig to get to it, but I can access it so that I can give them their meds while we're driving in the car or if anyone needs anything while we're driving. So this is how I pack all of our medication. Next up, I have this hanging organizer, and this has everything from body wash, shampoo, contacts, flossers, Q-tips. Apparently we need more Q-tips, lotion, toothpaste, face wash, face lotion, some pads. I will fill this up a little bit more. I don't have every single thing that we need in here yet, but this is what we use while we are showering and stuff at hotels and at family's house. It hangs up, which is super convenient and is just a really easy travel for all of your toiletries. I do bring fuller size toiletries when we are on the road versus flying because we're such a large family, and this holds all of those, which is super convenient. One last large bag. This will hold all of my hair stuff and all the extra toiletries and stuff and all of my medications for when I'm traveling. I don't keep mine with the kids. And this is a super convenient bag. I will link my luggage set because my luggage set came with the luggage you saw all of our clothing in, as well as not this piece, but these two pieces. And it is such a convenient set for a large family, or if you travel often and just want different size options. It's really amazing. All right, tonight I will share a little bit more of some of the foods that I pack as far as like sandwiches and stuff like that. And then as we're rolling out in the morning, I will show you my van all packed. My kids also will bring a pillow and a blanket. I also have room in my huge van to bring a laundry basket. So I bring a laundry basket to put a lot of our toiletry bags and just extra stuff in it to carry in and out of a hotel room, which is super convenient. I also bring a mesh laundry bag for all of our dirty clothes, and then I will bring my own laundry detergent and quarters for doing laundry, whether we end up doing it at a family's house or at a hotel. It just makes it super convenient to be able to do laundry on the road if I have my own supplies, instead of having to rely on what other people have or what a hotel may or may not have. So I will bring those. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This isn't the end, but I will show you the last little bits as we actually start getting on the road tomorrow. My kids bring smaller blankets that are easy to fold up and put away, which makes it super convenient. And then they all will pack their own individual backpacks that have some extra snacks, their water bottle, and their electronics, books, and whatever things they wanted to bring to do in the car. If you guys enjoyed this video, and I will share the rest with you in just a bit. Here we are all loaded up. We've actually made it to our first destination and are checking out of our first hotel. We have paddle boards here, extra bedding, dirty clothes here, and all of our suitcases. As you can see, there's ample room in our car. And I'll show you where all the snacks are. Here's our inside the car setup. This is our drink cooler. I've just put all of the ice in it. We have snacks here. More snacks here. One kiddo sitting here, toiletries and cleaning stuff here, and our food stuff here, and then I'm crocheting here. And then this is where all the kids sit in the back.